Okay, this is a Coconuts TV one-off special with our patron for 100 years of Coconuts, and that's Luke Chadwick. We're interviewing Luke in advance of the FA Cup 4th round game against Manchester United, and looking for a bit of an insight into what's happening within the club and behind the scenes that we wouldn't normally see. Luke, can I ask you a quick fire set of questions? We're just really looking for about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes here, and we'll hopefully interview you later on in the season and review the season as it's gone. Can you tell us where you were when you first heard news of the FA Cup draw against Manchester United?
Well, I was actually just sat home in the living room. I'd just been around with mum's to get my hair cut. I got back and was sat in there with missus and kids, and the only two numbers we've sort of recognised were the 26 and the 30. And then Cambridge come out first, and obviously was happy about that. It was a home draw, but then when they called out the 30, it was bedlam in the house. The kids were going mental. It was a great moment, obviously, for the club to draw such a plum draw, and at the Abbey as well. It's going to be such a fantastic occasion.
And your kids are quite young, but they're old enough to recognise.
Yeah, they're 11 and 9 now, so they're quite into it anyway. They were absolutely, but they wanted to pull a big team, and more or less pulled the biggest of the lot in Man United. So they were very excited. And
the background that you have with Manchester United would add to that as well for yourself.
Yeah, obviously for me, really, obviously my children are a bit too young to remember all that, but it is obviously it's a club I started out when I was a kid, so it's nice to play them again now, obviously getting towards the end of my career.
Fantastic. Can you tell me, can you remember who was the first person from the team or the club that you spoke to after the draw had been made?
I think it was the next morning we went in, and I can't remember the first person I seen, but there was certainly smiles on everyone's faces, and the lads were buzzing, the staff were buzzing. It's just a fantastic draw for us.
So how are you seeing the players react? Is it trepidation? Is it excitement? Is it looking forward to it?
I think at the moment it's excitement, mainly excitement. Obviously it is a massive game, but obviously the leagues, no matter how big the game is in the FA Cup, the league means everything. So we are back to the bread and butter of the league games really, and we're preparing for Carlisle, which we got a good result, and now we've got a massive game against Newport, and what with the way the tickets have been done, we should have a bumper crowd here for Newport as well, so it should be brilliant.
Okay, a bit of your experience now. Can you tell us, in your opinion, how will the Manchester United players have reacted to a draw against them?
Well, I think if you're a Premier League club, obviously, yeah, you're happy to get a lower league club, but I think you're happier if it's at home. Obviously, I'm not sure they're going to relish the trip down here to the Abbey. It's a great atmosphere here under lights on a Friday night, but how they react to that. But if they're on form, they're world-class players, they'll make it very hard for us, I'm sure. But in the FA Cup, anything can happen, as everyone knows.
And that's what we're looking for. Fantastic. So, in the week leading up to the game, what will be the difference between the way Cambridge United will approach the training and the rest and Manchester United?
Well, I couldn't speak for Man United, but I'm 99% sure that we'll approach the game as we do any other. Obviously we're playing a world-class team on that particular game, but I'm sure we'll approach it the same way. We'll approach it professionally and prepare. It'll be a bit strange preparing to play against the likes of Wayne Rooney and Van Persie rather than the lad we usually play against, but we'll be preparing the same as always, I'm sure.
Fantastic. So how do you think, going towards the media, how do you think the media attention will affect our players? I mean, it's massive in comparison to what we normally get.
Yeah, definitely it's going to be a lot more attention on us, but I think it's a chance for everyone to have that little... Over the past 18 months, the players have earned a draw like this and were fantastic last season, won at Wembley twice, and now they're fighting hard in the league, so it's a good opportunity for everyone to pit their wits against the best players in the world. Obviously the media will be interested in that, but I'm sure everyone will take it in a stride.
And of course the most fantastic crowd on the night is going to be packed, obviously.
Yeah, that Friday night under the night lights at the Abbey, it's going to be a fantastic night, like years gone by, and it's back to them great old days of the cup runs. God, that must have been 20, 25 years ago now, but it reminds me of that, and there's going to be a massive buzz around the city and the club.
There is a lot, of course. But if you weren't playing in the game, and you weren't with United, and you weren't playing anymore, would you be a fan?
Oh, without doubt, yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to get a ticket, but I'd love to be here for that. Like one of the lads from Stadium who's still at Milton Keynes, who'd still want to come, and yeah, if I could get a ticket, I'd love to be here. It'd be a fantastic night. Some stuff dreams are made of Man United at the Abbey. it'll be great.
That's a dream. That's a dream. Okay, two last questions then. Just in your opinion, would you rather have played in Manchester or played Manchester United here?
I think from the club's point of view, it maybe would have been better at Old Trafford for like the financial gains, but for a fan like myself, it's like a dream come true to play at the Abbey, get them players down here. It's going to be such a great event under the lights. Who knows, we might nick a draw and go up to Old Trafford a couple of weeks later.
Okay, just thinking of your own career then, are there any players still at Manchester United that you would have played with or come through with? Or anything?
I think the only player that's still with there would be Darren Fletcher, who's a fair few years younger than me, but he was coming through while I was still there. And Ryan Giggs, obviously, is the coach now. He was a player there when I was there. I'm pretty sure there'll be a few of the backroom staff, but apart from that, I think it's more or less wholesale changes at Man United these days.
And Alex Ferguson, I expect he'll have a word, will he?
Yeah, well, I think if he gets down, it'd be great to see him again after all these years.
Okay, I'm not going to drop you in, Luke, but if you could just give us an inkling of how many, if any, Manchester United fans there may be in the closet within the Cambridge United team.
To be honest, I'm not sure if there's any. I know there's a fair few Spurs fans, but I'm not 100% sure there is any Man U fans. I'm sure there's one or two knocking about, but not that I know of.
Look, that's the brief interview. We look forward to speaking to you later in the season, perhaps review the season that's gone on. But thank you very much for your time.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, Luke.
No worries.
Can you